Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the showdown.
You guys who love Shedeur and Carolina wearing his jerseys, you're making him into a celebrity. So if I'm a coach and I have to choose, okay, Joe Flacco starting, Dillon Gabriel may be easier to deal with. You don't have to deal with the nonsense. So the truth is about these guys, I have two strong opinions. I think Dillon Gabriel's size is an issue. I would have a hard time building around him. He's small. I like his temperament more than Shedeur, who's silly and kind of goofy. But I think Shedeur was underdrafted. Shedeur is bigger. I think he moves well. I would choose Shedeur over Dillon Gabriel. I don't think either is transformational. And here's the thing. What NFL GMs really want from quarterbacks, they want you to be Andrew Luck. Great and boring. Brady was mostly boring when he played. Peyton Manning got really, really funny when he retired. If you're not great, and neither one of these quarterbacks is, you can't be the life of the party.
Yo, oh, what up, doe? What up, doe? What's going on, yo?
What up?
What up, doe? I'm your boy, OG Tim Wilson, and I am here live with the Outlawz in the building, DJ Rob 45, and the Graphic Wizard Ways. Fellas, what's going on, man?
Not too much.
How's your week going? How's your day going? What's going on with you?
I'm riding on a high note right now.
Riding high, touch the sky.
Because I did good in the two leagues that matter.
Ooh, talk to me.
True Grit. I took out Denver Rangers.
Oh, okay. All right.
And the boss of all bosses, Johnny the Mechanic, went down.
Ooh, and he's been talking loud.
So now, I've done beat the two loudest mouths that's on that page. I done beat Melvin, and I done beat Johnny the Mechanic.
He is not going to like you saying that.
No Diddy, but take that.
Wow. That is funny. Waze, what about you, man? How you doing, man?
Man, I'm all right. I had a pretty decent week in fantasy, but the leagues that really matter, I came up short again. So it is what it is.
Yeah. True Grit, my team is just not good. But I had a good week overall, though, man. I'm a sea of green this week. My sheet was a sea of green. I'm serious. I won a bunch of games this week. I had a good week overall, but yeah, True Grit, I struggle. But I'm okay with it because there's only one undefeated team left in True Grit, and it's not Johnny the Mechanic. Johnny the Mechanic went down. KJ, my boy KJ, Boss Deep, is the only undefeated team in the league representing the Outlawz. That's all I got to say about it, Johnny the Mechanic. The Outlawz. We're the only undefeated team left out there. Yeah, so we got KJ and we got the 9-year-old sensation that's still out there making noise in True Grit. I told you, he tried to call me out about my record in True Grit, and that's cool, that's fine. But like I said, I'm putting all my marbles in here for the 9-year-old sensation. Me, I'm just here so I don't get fined. That's all.
Hey, and Kim's actually done proving me wrong from the wedding.
Who?
Kim.
Oh, what's that?
She was kicking everybody's ass in the Showdown pick and pool. But now she's last.
Currently. She came in first this
past
week.
He calling Kim out, man. He calling Kim out. What's up with that?
He'll take his wins anywhere he can find them.
Well, hey,
gotta be careful.
That's why you mentioned last week that you're at the top.
I was at the top. I don't even know where I'm at anymore.
Actually, you still are.
Okay.
And then me and Deshaun are tied for second.
Okay. And Kim's creeping.
Rob, you need to chill because you know they married now, so he'll fight you over them fighting words now.
Either way,
ain't nothing like some family ribbon.
yeah. Not to mention, she still got converted to be a Vikings fan anyway, so it's all good.
I know one thing. This sweater right here, you recognize it? This the sweater I was wearing when I got Rob in trouble. I did this just to give him nightmares.
Yeah.
To give him nightmares, man. Anyway, wait. Before we move on, I'm sorry. Before we move on, I apologize. I do want to give a big shout to and condolences to the families of D'Angelo. Man, we lost D'Angelo today to pancreatic cancer, and my prayers go out to his children. They lost both of their parents in a short time span, which was the same for me. So I know how I can empathize with that. Losing your parents in a short time apart, and he kind of faded out of the spotlight, out of the, so that, and nobody, without explanation, he had faded away from the spotlight. And we now know that he had faded away from the spotlight. So because he was fighting pancreatic cancer, and his fight ended today. And so my condolences out to the family, and rest in power to D'Angelo. All right, Waze.
All right. So
what's going on with you now?
All right. So we're going to cover some news real quick. It's got a little bit.
News real quick. Let's cover some news real quick.
We got a major return this week.
We got a major return.
Rashee Rice is back. He'll be hitting the field this week. He's back to practice this week. So,
oh, really?
KC got them another threat, and they are already looking good. Now they got their receiver back.
Yeah, they did look good. They gave the Lions a beatdown.
Yeah. Speaking of looking good, that is something Brian Callahan has not been able to do in his career as a head coach, and the Titans finally realized it and let him go yesterday.
Oh yeah, I saw that. You know what though? That's unfortunate to me. And I'm gonna tell you why, because you fired a head coach in the middle of the season with a rookie quarterback, which means now this rookie quarterback is going to have a new coach, and then a new coach next year. And how long is he going to survive? Because now you got this guy learning 3 systems in 2 years. They're probably going to kind of ride a similar system this year, but come next year, he's going to have to learn a new coaching staff, new system, and it's kind of unfortunate for him because he's already struggling.
Yeah, Rob knows something about
that. Wasn't it the isn't it the offensive coordinator?
Shot at the Bears. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Wasn't it the offensive coordinator that took over?
Mike McCoy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So they're gonna run the same offense. And he might be the head coach next year. You never know.
It depends on how this season goes.
I'll say a similar offense. Not the same, but similar.
Yeah.
Offensive coordinators don't have 100% control. Because they're finding that out now. Both Detroit and Chicago is finding that out. A lot of that offense was Dan Campbell, and the coordinator just kind of basically coordinate his offense.
Right.
And a lot of coordinators, they have their own system that they would really like to run, but
exactly
they got to answer to the head coach. And hey, let's see what Mike McCoy comes with. He might have that secret sauce that could be exactly what the team needs.
You're right. That's true. That's possible. That it's possible that he feels that coach is handcuffing, not letting him open up the reins for the young quarterback, and so that's very possible.
Yeah,
it's very possible. So we'll see. I hope for the best for the young man. I really do.
And as a counterpunch, the Vikings are sitting at 3-2, same as the Bears, but the Bears are on a 3-game win streak.
The Bears had a good game this week. They took Washington out. It was a good game.
Yeah.
They played a good game. It was interesting Monday night, man. An interesting week in general, but
They
Bills
were
got
actually
kicked out by Atlanta.
Yeah, who saw that
Man.
coming?
Drake London and John Robinson was both the truth. Unstoppable.
Yeah, Bijan was balling out.
Yeah, they were both unstoppable, man. So was Drake London. He was balling out too, man. I was impressed.
Yeah.
I was impressed with both of them.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Michael Penix had a good was balling out. Why you beat Essen.
Man. All right. Now, that's the only real news I got, other than trade deadlines coming up, and we got a few guys that are possible candidates. We got 21 guys, but most of those guys really don't matter, or they're defensive players. So I got a few of them here.
Well, you missed one because you said Rasheed Rice was coming back for the Chiefs, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And when we found out this past week, the refs came back for the Chiefs too. But go ahead, I'm sorry.
Ooh, is that not a lie?
Good one.
Get one in. Let's get one in. All right.
Refs are
How about
off
the
of
fight,
our-
man? How about the fight after the game? How did y'all like that?
Oh, that was actually a piece of news that we missed, especially for fantasy.
Yeah.
With IDP,
Branch is gone.
Yep, Branch is
For a game.
suspended for one game.
Yes,
That's
he
a
is.
solid game. That's okay. I've heard some stories about it, and
Hey,
Patrick Mahomes was very chippy in the mouth and decided, oh, let me be buddy and shake your hands after the game. Nah, Brian Branch wasn't having it.
but
Yeah,
hey,
he just kinda ignored him, and then what? And there was a block in the back from Juju, and so he came, and that's why he smacked him upside the head. And I'll say this about it. They said I was listening to the radio this morning here locally. They had broke down tape and everything to go back and see exactly why Mahomes caught smoke, so to speak. And they said it was 4 instances that Pat Mahomes could have been and should have been called for taunting against Brian Branch, and none of them was called. So it was some pointing in the face, it was some talking, and none of them were called. And then you also got the cheap shot from Juju. So he just was like, "Don't come shaking my hand now," and walked right past him. And then Juju want to come shaking hands too. He's like, "Yeah, really." No,
right.
not only am I not shaking your hand, I owe you one. And I'll say that he doesn't owe Patrick Mahomes a handshake.
No,
That's not. I have no problem with that whatsoever. And I know Stephen A. been crying all day. He walked past the homes, blah blah blah. Look, man, you this is Detroit. It's Detroit versus everybody. Okay, that's part of the culture of this city, and he's here and he's bought in, and so that's part of the culture. It's Detroit versus everybody, including Patrick, and that includes Patrick Mahomes. Screw Mahomes. I don't need you. I don't owe you nothing. And I want to walk right by you because I don't respect what you did. I can walk right by you. That's okay. In fact, I say screw Juju as well. However, you can't do that.
right,
Because then you screw yourself and you screw your team.
Yeah.
right. Just
It's
walk by
not-
him.
Yeah, just walk by him like you did Mahomes. Just keep on walking. Just
Walk on by.
Keep on walking. I ain't talking to you anymore. Just keep on walking. Keep on walking. I'm sorry, Waze. I ain't mean to hijack.
No, you're good.
Yo, let's go. Let's go.
All right, notable trade candidates.
I wanted to mention that. Notable trade candidates.
Yes. So we got Brees Hall, which he's been very quiet this season.
Quite
So,
frankly, I'd have had him at the top of my list too.
yeah.
Yeah,
Alvin Kamara, I have not been high on him for the last few years, but for some reason, people are still very much high on him.
I like Alvin Kamara. Is it okay?
Yeah, that's how I
I
feel.
just feel different about him being traded because he's just been there for so long. He's kind of like a staple there, and I don't.
Yeah.
I don't like those kind of guys being traded.
Yeah.
When they've been there that long, it's like he's been there too long to trade.
Yeah.
But if there's an opportunity for him to go somewhere where he can capitalize on a championship, then more power to him.
Yeah. Chris Olave, another Saint, and
Just trying to break up the Saints. I see
that's what it really kind of seems like they're trying to dismantle the Saints.
Rob 45. I see what this is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Mark Andrews is up, looking like he's going to be up for the trade market as well.
He actually looks more ready towards retirement.
It's a possibility.
I wouldn't give him much up to get him. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Right.
How long am I having?
Yeah. You got to be pretty desperate at the tight end position for him.
Yeah. And if I'm getting him for cheap though, I mean, it'll be nice. It'll be a nice little pickup.
He'll definitely be cheaper than this next one, David Njoku. He'll be a lot cheaper than trying to trade for David Njoku, who is looking like he's going to be on the market as well.
I don't think he's going to be on the market.
Well, I can see it, but you're right. He won't be cheap.
No.
He won't be easy to get.
No.
But I could see it. Because they got that other guy that they like, that young guy. What's his name? Fannin or something like that?
Yeah, Harold Fannin.
Yeah. He can ball, man. I think they're starting to. I think they're liking him more than Njoku right now.
Yeah, he tore the Vikings apart. So I could see why Njoku could possibly be on the market. Tyler Lockett is looking like to be being on the market as well, who's been extremely silent this season.
Yeah, I was about to say I don't see anybody breaking the door down to get him right now.
No.
But at the same time, he could be a sneaky trade pickup for cheap, depending on where he were to go.
Yeah. So a place like Buffalo, he could be valuable. Actually,
we don't need him there. That's a for sure Buffalo Super Bowl appearance.
I've heard rumors of Devon A-Chain being on the block too.
Interesting, but who would be their running back if they got rid of him?
I think they're getting ready to blow Miami up.
Yeah, that's true, and that you can probably get some picks to start getting prepared for the blow up because
I think McDaniel's on his way out.
Yeah, and Tua didn't have. I didn't care for much of what Tua had to say this past week after the game, but yeah, I think McDaniel's might be on his way out too.
Yeah,
McDaniel's.
Yeah,
or is it McDaniel's or is it McDonald's? It rhymes out Daryl's. The burgers are Ronald's. All right, that's some Run DMC shit for y'all. For those out there, Run DMC. I'll tell you a name that you didn't throw out that I haven't heard rumors about, but I think he should be on a trade block. That's Shedeur Sanders. Put him out there. Get rid of him. You don't want to play him. Move him.
Yeah.
Move him.
And there's a market for him right now.
There might be. We
San
don't know.
Francisco?
I mean, nobody drafted him, but Frisco. No, why would Frisco want him?
What do you mean? Brock Purdy keep getting hurt.
Yeah, that is true. They keep starting
Mac Jones is balling though.
Yeah,
but he's playing hurt as well.
Yeah.
No.
I mean,
I don't see that.
Okay,
Frisco's not the spot.
Say Frisco makes it to the playoffs. Say Frisco makes it to the playoffs.
Frisco not the place. Frisco not the spot. Let it go. Move on. You need somebody that's looking for a
they're gonna end up
future.
They're gonna end up with McCaffrey playing quarterback again.
They're gonna need a quarterback of a future. It's somebody that's gonna need a quarterback of the future, not somebody that needs to fill in a spot in case if we have injuries. That's not what you need. That's not who needs Shedeur.
No.
That's not who needs Shedeur Sanders.
Yeah.
You need somebody you still need somebody that's looking for my quarterback for next year.
Who's a potential landing spot for him though?
Who?
Indianapolis.
No. I don't know. They still got.
They're ready to move on from Richardson.
Well,
they might be able to.
Very true.
But Danny Dimes is balling.
Yeah, but how many years does he got left? Really?
That's true. I mean, that might not be a bad landing spot for him. Hell, Miami might not be a bad landing spot for him.
Yeah, that's true.
The way Tua
If
looking.
they get the right coach that builds the right culture in Miami, because there's a lot of distractions in Miami.
I still say what I said on draft day. I thought Pittsburgh was a good landing spot for him.
Yeah, and Will Howard does not look like the quarterback they were hoping he would end up being, for behind Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, so there's a lot of landing spots. Frisco ain't one of them, so you can let that go. Okay. They got 2 young quarterbacks. Why would they want a young quarterback?
Yeah,
no, they're gonna grab another QB just in case of injury. They're gonna try to find a veteran that's sitting out there somewhere that's plug and play, not somebody that we got to develop.
Yeah,
over time. That ain't what they're looking for.
You know,
we got developmental projects.
I've been thinking about this these last few weeks though. There's one place that it's unlikely he'll go there, but the one place we don't want him to go, maybe OG will be different on this, is Detroit.
You know, I agree with you. That would not be a terrible landing spot for him. That would not be a bad landing spot for him at all, because we know golf is somewhat Iron Man, and they got Allen is backing him up, so he would be third string. But he would be third string in a system that he could really potentially be developed well and brought up, well coached and developed for future consideration for sure.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be a terrible place for him. Wouldn't be a terrible spot to land.
Now, OG, I thought you were going to bring up this player. I intentionally did not say his name because I thought that's where you're going. But there is a potential for Jauan Jennings to be on the trade block. With the heat between him.
No, Ayuk is the one that's going to be on the trade block before Jauan Jennings. Yeah. Ayuk. I think Ayuk is going to be on the trade block. I think he's on the trade block.
The only reason I said that
they're really sick of his shit.
Jauan Jennings was on the sideline, and head coach had his personal security keeping him off of the head coach at a certain point during the game, which does not spell well for a player.
No.
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't. But yeah, I think Ayuk is I think they're really getting sick of his stuff. Mm-hmm. So I didn't see that, but if that being the case, yeah, you're very possibly right. He may be on the block. Mm. All right. And that is the trade block. None of my leagues have had big trades. There's not been a lot of fantasy football trades this year. Usually, but now I've had a couple of offers, but both offers just seemed like they were just trying to rape me. And I'm not gonna mention any names of who, because I don't like. That's not how I do business. I'm not gonna mention any names of who made me offers, but I will say there was one offer for. They offered me Derrick Henry for a better running back. I mean, it's like, hey, Derrick Henry for Jonathan Taylor. Let's make that move. No, I don't want to do that. So it was like, I'll give you Derrick Henry, and you give me your running back that's actually better than Derrick Henry, or actually having a better year. And I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm going to sit tight. Then I had an offer for Davante Adams. Give me Davante Adams, and I'll give you Mike Evans and Tyler Lockett, or it was Mike Evans and somebody else. And I'm like, I don't need 2 receivers. Mm-mm. There's a reason you're trying to get one of my receivers, because I'm strong at receiver. I don't need your receivers. I don't need extra receivers, and you don't have any running backs. So, peace. So it's not. I have not made any trades this year. I've not seen any appetizing trade offers really from anybody, though. It's been a very quiet trade market this year.
Yeah.
I had picked up Jaxon Dart right before he started to get hot because I saw the writing on the wall of him getting hot. And I told everybody that's questioned me or asked me about a trade for him, I want a running back. that's going to score equally as many points.
Well,
That's why I have not gotten a single point. No, not now. Not now. So now I just got Jaxon Dart on my roster.
Yeah.
Speaking of Jaxon Dart.
So I'm sorry, Rob, but real quick, it's interesting though. It's been a lot of free agent activity, but no trade activity. Go ahead, Rob. You're probably about to say what I was about to say, but go ahead.
Speaking of Jaxon Dart, it's time for the heavy hitters.
No, that's not what I was about to say. What I was about to say was, what's your thoughts on this debate that's happening online about how Jaxon Dart is treated, and his energy is called swag, and his dancing and all of this stuff is called swag and moxie, but Shedeur is being called arrogant, and he's being insulted. He needs to be humbled because of his confidence, because of all his talk. Instead of calling it swagger, they're calling it arrogance or something like that. What's your thoughts on that difference, and of course the racial undertones in that conversation? No sense in hiding what people were trying to say there.
I wasn't expecting to get that deep. But yeah, and it's bogus that we live in a culture today that people think that it's all right to do that. I've never called Shedeur over extroverted. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I never considered Shedeur too much because he always actually kept quiet. He just wore a chain. And I think people assumed a lot about him because he did have an air of confidence about him. But I thought that would have been what teams were drawn to. You want your quarterback poised and confident. You want him to be able to take control. And that's all he's been able to show that he's done in college. And he's done it by actually being humble. Yep. So he doesn't need to be humble.
Yeah. No, it's pretty clear. Like, you look at the actions of Jaxon Dart in comparison to what Shedeur Sanders had done in college. It's night and day. It's not like Shedeur's out there being extra about it. Jaxon Dart's very much extra about it. And they're saying, oh, this is swag. This is the reality of America, period. You can't have you can never have a confident black man. Nope. It's just frowned upon. And if you're a confident black man, they're going to have something to say about you. This is how it's always been.
Let me speak, Rob. Damn, can he finish? I don't listen, not to wait for your chance to jump back in. Let him speak.
But yeah, this is the way it's always been, in not just sports, but in American culture, period. You cannot be a confident black man, or else you're looked at as being too arrogant, and now therefore you do not deserve that job. But if you have equal to more confidence of that and you're white, well, you're bringing something new to the business.
Yeah, I feel you. Then it's called confidence, and it's called swag, or it's called moxie, or it's called, you heard it with Johnny Manziel, you heard it with Baker Mayfield, you hear it now with Jaxon Dart, but with Shedeur, for some reason, it's translated as arrogance, or he's doing too much, he needs to shut up, or he needs to, he's a fifth string quarterback. He hasn't even taken an NFL snap. I'm like, yeah, but he hasn't won an NFL game. That's the difference. No, the difference is he hasn't gotten the opportunity to win an NFL game. That's what a lot of people are, that's what they miss when they speak. They miss that we ain't asking y'all to give him nothing but an opportunity. That's all black people ever ask for. We ask for nothing but an opportunity to show what we got. If we show and don't prove, then the same as when you show and don't prove, then that's it. But at least you get the opportunity to show, and he hasn't. And because interviewers come and put a microphone in his face, and he don't tell him, never walk away, I got nothing to say, he actually go ahead and speak. Well, he's being judged for speaking when he's the second string quarterback or the backup quarterback. He's talking too much. Well, he ain't asking for the microphone. They're
Right.
bringing it to him. They're asking him for words. So if he's not giving words that's not asked for, he's not asking for the microphone so he can speak his words. They're asking for words so they put the mic in his face. I mean, that's not on him. And all he ever does is he's pretty humble, a little silly, like old boy said, but he's not. He hasn't come off as arrogant by my standards of arrogance. Go ahead, Rob. I'm
Right.
sorry I cut you off earlier, but go ahead.
I was just gonna say that at this point in time, we're actually living in a society where that kind of thinking is actually coming more to the forefront.
I'm gonna move on there because I hear what you're saying, but I don't agree. I think it's been like that for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's been like that for a very long time. Because back in the day, they've even made a lot of changes over time because there used to be the criticism that they always talk about how the black quarterback, the black athlete, how athletic he is, how fast he runs, how high he jumps. But the white athlete is how much he thinks, how much he uses his brain, how smart he is, how smart of a player, how smart of a play that was, what a move. And they never talk about the intelligence of the black athlete. They just talk about his athletic ability. And so that was always a thing. As long as I can remember. And I can remember when they kind of scaled that kind of stuff back and they started, changing that narrative. But, and this is not new either. Like I mentioned two examples already of Johnny Manziel and Baker Mayfield. I can go back to Ryan Leaf. You can keep going back where white quarterbacks with this attitude is looked at as moxie or confidence or swag, now being a new word to them. Swag, it's not new to us, but it's new to them. But that you never hear those words when it comes to the black athletes.
Mm-hmm.
They got that kind of confidence. He needs to be humbled. He needs to sit. He needs to be quiet. He's talking too much, or he's too arrogant, or he's too flashy, or this or that. So there's those things that come into play, and until he show and prove, until he proves something, do something. I agree with that, but give him an opportunity to. Give him an opportunity. Give him an opportunity to fail.
Yes.
It's like they're afraid that when they give him an opportunity to fail, he's going to take that opportunity and succeed. And they're afraid for him to succeed because then how do we control him? Then what do we say? Then what do we do?
That's why they got rid of DEI.
It's time for the heavy hitters.
That was one hell of a transition, bro.
Let's go on to the heavy hitter. Who's the heavy hitter there?
At number 3 at quarterback, we got Jaxon Dart.
Okay. Jaxon Dart had a great week, man. I heard the best nickname of the week, the best new nickname of the week, and somebody need to send it to the Giants so they can go ahead and plug it in. For Jaxon Dart and Skattebo, somebody called them Arm and Hammer. I said that is not.
That's kind of clean. That's kind of clean.
That's strong. That was strong. That was strong. Somebody need to send that to them. They need to run with that one. All right, at number 2. Okay, never mind.
Sorry.
Okay, go ahead. At number 2,
Drake May.
Drake May is balling out of control.
Yeah. They've been compared to Tom Brady and Randy Moss already.
Well, New England is now threatening to take that division back. It'll be the first time that division taken by New England since Tom Brady left.
Right.
It would be interesting. Very interesting.
And number 1 this week at quarterback, Patrick Mahomes.
I
Or should we say?
called it. I called it. Not on the show last week, but shortly before, when I was putting together my lineups, I was making my last minute tweaks in my lineups, and every leg I had Pat Mahomes in, I said one of two things is going to happen. Either Kansas City's going to blow the Lions out or it's going to be a shootout, because he is very well aware and he can hear everybody like me constantly reminding him that he's never defeated Jared Goff. Jared Goff's the only quarterback in the NFL undefeated against Patrick Mahomes. He hears the noise. It's in his head. He's coming out firing. He's coming out guns a-blazing, and you can't lose by putting him in, because either he's going to lose a shootout or he's going to win a blowout, one or the other. And so I made sure I put him in, and I'm glad I did, because there was one league I was losing going into Sunday night, and after that game, there was no turning back. Patrick Mahomes dropped like 50 something in that game.
Man, and that's why that explains why they deactivated or activated the refs off the IR.
Running backs.
Number 3, Josh Jacobs.
3.
Number 2, Rico Dottle.
Oh, I'm surprised he's a 2. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm not surprised he's a 2, because we all know number 1 plays for Atlanta.
Yeah. Bijan Robinson.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, bro, where did Skattebo land?
1, 2, 3, 4th? No, 5th.
Fifth. I was thinking 5.
Yeah. A-Chain was above him, and DeAndre Swift was behind him.
Man.
Okay. All right. Yes, I had that was Skattebo had a great week, man.
Who else low-key had a great week?
Wan'Dale Robinson.
Kamani Vidal.
Yeah, sure did. Yes, indeed. I had just picked him up and didn't put him in. Yep, I got all those points
for the Chargers. Okay. Oh yeah, because Hampton's out, right?
Yep.
Mariano's out. Yeah.
Oof.
I was happy to pick him up in place.
Yeah, I picked Vidal up and didn't play him.
Wide receivers.
Wide receivers.
Number 3. I'm actually shocked that this one is number 3, because I thought he would have been number 1. But Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Ooh,
good Lord.
I ain't lying. You ain't lying. He had a battle. It's like him and I'm sorry, before we go on to number 2. I was out golfing with this guy from Louisiana on Saturday, and he got upset because we cut on the Ohio State game while we was out there, and they called him wide receiver U, and he's a LSU fan, needless to say. And he was like, no, and he shouldn't have did that. He shouldn't have let me know that he had a hot button, because I just started stabbing him with him. I started stabbing him with him big time. If he want to hear them, just because you the front wide receiver 1 on your team don't mean you're a wide receiver 1. I said, yes, it does. What that mean? What are you talking about? When you put Jamar Chase on this team, he's going to. I said, you put in Jigba on Jacksonville, he going to take that spot for Brian Thomas. So I really got a kick out of Brian Thomas and then Jigba going head to head. And I thought, I was like, they playing like they heard our conversation.
Right.
Yeah, so okay, I'm sorry. At number 2,
George Pickens.
George Pickens for Dallas Cowboys in a loss, by the way.
To Carolina. Woo.
Man, Carolina looking hot right now.
They did not look bad. There's nothing gonna be finer than to be in Carolina in the morning.
And the number 1 receiver this week comes from the same team as the number 1 running back,
Drake London. Drake London balled out. I told you he balled out. He balled out. I knew that because I had him in a game that I was losing and I won. because by halftime I had already come back and taken the lead because he was lighting their ass. Tight end.
On the tight ends, number 3, Tyler Warren. Number 2, Trey McBride.
I like Tyler Warren, man.
Yeah, Tyler Warren has been balling.
So McBride was number 2. Okay.
Right, McBride was number 2.
3.
And number 1 in a loss, we got Dallas Goedert.
Duval.
Okay. All right.
Goddard went crazy.
Goddard did ball out. But they still lost.
Yep. Ooh, to the Giants. Ooh.
They're beat down. They got smoked by the Giants.
And because we have the dumbest free league ever, the best kicker this week, taking back his number 1 spot from a while ago, we got Dicker the Kicker.
Dicker the Kicker!
And that's it for the heavy hitters.
That's it for the heavy hitters.
God damn. Sorry, I keep looking at myself. I see this damn 3X shirt on me hanging off me like a women's dress. It's pissing me off.
Man, it should be making you proud. You look like you lost a lot of weight, man.
Thank you. Time for some boom or bust.
It's time for a boom. Or bust.
We're going to go continue the format we started last week. I'm going to give each of you your own boom or bust player. And just let me know what you think.
Okay.
OG, we're going to start with you.
All right.
This week, Rob's favorite guy, Devon A-Chain at Cleveland.
Oh, man, that's his favorite guy. Now, remember he was so hot on Russell Wilson. I forgot to mention that, man. I forgot to mention that. He was hot on Russell Wilson, boy. That boy, Russell Wilson. Mm-hmm. Anyway, who they play, Miami?
Cleveland. They're at Cleveland.
Oh, I'm sorry. I like A-Chain, but Cleveland's defense is the truth. I'm going to say bust. I'm not messing with him. I'm not messing with right now. The Miami Dolphins is a mess. I think they're a mess on the sideline. They're a mess on the field. The quarterback is throwing his teammates under the bus. The coach is trying to cover it up, and he's a stumbling, bumbling fool. And Cleveland's defense is here to play. So I'm gonna bust this week, and it's no knock on A-Chain. I think he's a great player, but this is right now they're just in disarray. So if you can sit him down.
Damn, I can agree. Rob,
you
got Nico Collins at Seattle.
I'm gonna go bust. He's been non-existent so far still. The running game, Nick Chubb, is pretty much the focus of the offense right now. And Seattle's defense is balling out and is really good at stopping the run. So, yeah, it's going to be a bust. I mean, stopping the pass, rather. Sorry.
Okay.
It's almost like the Legion of Boom's back.
That's scary. For myself, I got Bo Nix versus the Giants. At home versus the Giants. Last week before, I definitely would have said absolutely boom. This week, though, after the last couple performances by the Giants, it's still going to be a boom, but with a lowercase b. The Giants' defense is starting to step up. They took it to the Super Bowl champs. And that ain't no easy task. Bo Nix is going to have a challenge ahead of him, but I have a feeling they're going to do well. I see a lot of screens and a lot of wheel routes from RJ that's going to probably tear up the Giants' defense quite a bit because they really suck at the flats. So, yeah, we're going to go boom.
Okay, we're going to boom, and then we're going to go out to Buffalo Wild Wings and get off flats. That's what the man said. He said That's it for Boomer Bust.
That does it for Boomer Bust.
What are we off to now, sir?
The final part of the show.
The final part of the show.
We each have a game this week that we are going to make a pick on. And
We gotta pick some games.
Let's do it.
So we each got our own game. We each got our own game. And then we got the 2 Monday Night Football games that we'll all three of us will put our input on.
Okay, fair enough.
All right. We're going to start with you here, Rob.
Yep.
You have you have the Rams at the Jags.
Ooh, that's gonna be a good one.
Barn burner.
But I think the Rams running game is gonna be enough to help them out and edge it out. I'm gonna go with the Rams.
He's going with the Rams.
Duval.
Nice. OG. You got you got the Giants at the Broncos.
Ooh.
The Giants at the Broncos is a really intriguing matchup because they're both teams that are really on a come up right now. The Broncos had high expectations coming in, and they started off a little slow, but they're starting to live up to the hype. The Giants came in with low expectations, and they're coming up, and they're living they're living beyond the hype. Both had big wins the last couple of weeks.
Against Philly.
And Denver beat KC too, right?
I believe so.
I believe so,
They beat
yeah.
somebody else that was big that I didn't expect them to beat. But I'm going with the home team right now. I think the Jaxon Dart and Skattebo thing is really cool and fun to watch. Denver's defense is stepping up strong, man, and they're something to be reckoned with. I'm gonna go with Denver.
Myself, I have Indianapolis at the Chargers. And that's another barn burner of a game. Man, it's tough because you always want to go against Danny Dimes over previous years. Boy, Danny Dimes. Indiana Jones. Let me get it right. Indiana Jones is stepping up this year.
Yeah.
It's hardball, so I'm going to go with the Chargers.
Ooh.
All right. Monday night game 1. We got
All right.
Buccaneers at Detroit.
Oh.
Ooh. Mm.
Oh. Oh. Who's going first?
Go ahead and start us off, OG.
Well, I'm going to say you've got Baker playing MVP level football right now. Baker is currently the leading candidate for MVP. If the MVP was handed out today, he'd get it.
Mm-hmm.
The one stat, and it's here in Detroit.
Yep.
So that works in favor of the Lions. One stat that stands out to me, I don't know if you all recall a few years back, when the Lions went on like a 6-game win streak. They started 1-6 and then went on a 6-long win streak. Well, since they went 1-6, since that 1-6 record, they have not lost 2 consecutive games. Since then. Since that 6-game, that 1-6 season, that 1-6 record, from that point forward, that point to today, they have yet to lose 2 straight. So because of that, I'm going with Detroit.
Another one bites the dust.
Ooh. I think Detroit's defense is a little bit suspect back there in the back end. Pause. But and I think Baker is going to exploit that a little bit. Yeah. I'm gonna go with Tampa Bay.
Another one bites the dust.
I like this matchup. Definitely would have been more interesting for me personally at the beginning of the season when Tampa Bay still had their number one wide receiver. But they are going into this game with their number 3 wide receiver and wide receiver 1 and their 4th and 5th wide receivers. So I'm going to go with Detroit for the simple fact that even with Brian Branch out and the injuries that they've had, they're still facing 3rd and 4th string and 5th string wide receivers to cover.
And another one gone, and another one gone. Another one bites the dust. Yeah.
So was the 49ers.
We're not voting on them right now.
I'm just saying. So was the 49ers. They were facing the same receivers.
Yeah, but they lost a key defensive player in Fred Warner.
Yeah.
So we're not going to go on that. Last Monday night game, Houston at Seattle.
He had to take a shot at the 49ers. He had to let it be known. Some way, somehow, he had to slide that in there. It's just, I just want to acknowledge that. That's cool. I knew he was going to get it in there somehow. All right,
Go ahead, Wade.
What's the last game? What's the last game, Wade?
Last Monday night game is Houston at Seattle.
I'm gonna go with Seattle.
Another one bites the dust.
I'm gonna say the same thing.
Another one bites the dust.
Well, Sam Darnold is definitely looking like the truth out there. I'm gonna go with Seattle as well.
And another one gone, and another one gone. Another one bites the dust. Yeah.
And that's it for our picks.
That is it for our picks, meaning it is
And
it
that
for the
is
showdown.
it for our show, ladies and gentlemen. The showdown is over this week. I want to thank y'all for joining us. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel. It is the WUDS Network, WUDS Network, which will be rebranded very soon. So keep your eyes open for that because we are looking forward to that. I'm starting to look forward to that, and we're gonna have a short conversation about it when it's over. But we want y'all to subscribe to the channel because the channel will still be the same. It's just gonna have a different name. You can see all of our archived content there. It's a lot of cool stuff you can find on our station. And also, if you like what you see, just hit that like button. We appreciate it, man. We appreciate you watching. We appreciate you joining. Big up to the SWFFG Fantasy Football Group on Facebook, and big down to the BS bitches. And we are out of here like last year. Hey, Waze.
Yes, sir.
Now, wait a minute. Hey, Rob.
Yo.
No, wait a minute. I'm going to take this one. Rest in peace to D'Angelo. We out.
Let me tell you about this girl, maybe I should. I met her in Philly, and her name was Brian. See, we be making love constantly. That's why my eyes are a shade blood burgundy. The way that we kiss isn't like any other way that I be kissing. When I'm kissing, what I'm missing, won't you listen? Brown sugar, babe. I guess high up your love, I don't know how to be your brown sugar. I want some of your brown sugar. I want some of your brown sugar. I want some of your brown sugar.
Oh, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening,
Oh,
and good night.
sugar.
What up, though?